Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video series of jQuery, and I'm excited to be making this video, and I'm sure you guys are also excited to be here and watching this video, and I'm sure it's going to be worth your while. So let's quickly get started. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about how we can make use of a text box that will not allow user to retype the values. And what I mean by that is, let's quickly take a look at this registration. This is just a very simple registration page. Well, it actually doesn't do anything. It's just here for the demonstration purpose. Now you're asking a user to type the name. Well, they will just type the name, let's say John, and then the user will be typing the name, let's say John, okay, whatever. And then here I'm asking the user to type the email address. So normally what happens is that user is not going to go and type the email address. What they will normally do is that just copy the string or the text from the previous email address box and simply paste it here. Well, the reason why we are asking user to retype the email address is just to make sure that they do not mistype the email address. So that's the reason why they are supposed to type the email address. When I say type the email address, that doesn't mean that they have to copy and paste the string. When I say type, they should type it. So the users can always go and just copy and paste the text from the text box and just do the things. So there is a thing or a function that we have in jQuery that will prevent the user from doing that. So I have set that one up in a form. I'll just let's say undo close tab because I have that one here. So here I have set up a form, and here it will not allow the user to type or copy or paste. Well, the user will be able to type, of course, but they will not be able to cut, copy or paste anything into this one. So let's say if there is an email address I have written, let's say John Peter. Now if I try to copy this one by highlighting this text, and if I press Ctrl C, it's going to say you cannot copy the text. Well, if you try to cut the text by pressing Ctrl X, you're going to get the message saying that you cannot cut the text. Well, if you try to paste something by pressing Ctrl V, you get the message you cannot paste the text. Then how do we get this functionality going with the help of jQuery? So well, let's quickly see the code and let's find out how it is done. So it is here. I'm here in my inline code. I'm using the ASP.NET Visual Studio 2008. That is the framework 3.5. Now here I'm using the jQuery library. That is 1.4.2, and all we need to do is that just include this, create a reference to this library. And this jQuery is stored in my scripts folder right here, and that's how we are doing it. Now what I'm doing here is that I'm just creating a function, and then in my input, because text box is an input, so we specify the input, and then we say ID is equal to TB1. Now TB1 is the ID for the text box right here. And we say that we need to bind the cut, copy and paste function, and we need to prevent the default behavior for this one. And if the user tries to cut, copy or paste, they get this alert box shown to them. So it says if the user tries to cut or copy, they get this e.type, whatever the activity was, is just going to pop up in an alert box. So that's how it is done. So now in a practical example, you can have one more text box here right underneath. Let's say we can have and you can have, let's say, enter email address, and I hope you get the idea of what I mean by that. Okay, it will be something similar to that. Okay, so the user will be typing the email address, and then for retyping the email address, they will have to type the email address instead of copying it from the previous text box. So it can be helpful in the password text boxes or in your telephone verification where you want users to retype the text. So this is just very handy. I thought of just creating a video out of it, and I hope you guys will find it helpful. And if you did, please leave your comments down below, and see you in the next video. And have yourself a good day.